Hello, everybody. Dale Skaggs, Director of Horticulture, Dixon Gallery and Gardens here today. Today, we want to talk about our dove tree. It's one of our most special trees here on the property. It's been in the ground for about 12 years now, and it's a named cultivar called Sonoma. So it's Davidia involucrata is the Latin name, and it's the cultivar Sonoma. And it's supposed to flower at an earlier age. We put it in, and it threw up a few blooms initially, but the past 5 years it's been glorious. And it's probably the only dove tree in West Tennessee, and we're really excited about it. So here to help us talk about the dove tree and how we're going to care for it is Dr. Mark Folis, tree preservation. He's a consultant for us here at the Dixon and does a lot of work for us in treating trees and minimizing impact of construction damage and other things. We're putting in an irrigation system. He's going to consult with us on making sure we don't damage our trees in the process. And then Jeff Cochran here is Arbor MD. He's our arborist that we use on a regular basis. And so I've got two experts here, and we're doing everything we can to care for this really special tree. So I'll turn it over to Dr. Folis here.
Well, what happened was on December 22nd, 23rd, we had a severe flash freeze here in Memphis, in which the temperature dropped 70 degrees in 36 hours, but unfortunately 50 of those degrees were in 12 hours. So everything took a terrific hit, and we didn't really know how severe it was until the start of the year. Well, this tree showed signs of dieback along with cryptomerias, a number of different trees in the city. Dale asked me to come over and take a look at it then. What was that? Probably in March. And I suggested to Dale, which he decided to do, that we wait until now, which is September.
It showed no signs of life at that point.
Right. Well, what we wanted to do is we wanted to determine if the tree was going to make it, and two, if it was going to make it, at what point did the dieback end? And the whole point of that is because we still had the same root system, so we needed to keep as much foliage up here as we can to keep that active. So anyway, so that's why we're here today when we're halfway into September, so we're about to, the tree is beginning to go into dormancy, which is the best time of year to prune the tree.
Well, it was a true resurrection story. I mean, this thing looked dead. We almost took it out, and Mark said I would wait and see, and so that's what we were telling everybody. So we do practice what we preach as far as waiting on plants, and especially this highly coveted tree here at the Dixon.
And what Jeff is going to do, and I'll let him take it from here, but by using a machine, he's going to minimize absolutely all we're taking out of the tree is dead. We're leaving everything green on the tree, Jeff.
Yes, so we're going to use a spider lift to access the upper canopy so that we can put correction cuts and hopefully inspire this tree to grow a little bit more. Normally, we're going to cut back to a sustainable lateral. But today what we're going to do is we're going to extend those cuts out about 2 inches to hopefully get some latent buds to activate on the tree. We're going to take the dead out so that the tree will be safe for pedestrians and the public, and also look like the crown jewel of the Dixon like it used to look like. And so with that, I'll turn it back over to Dale.
So, Jeff, I was just going to ask you, so this stuff here, Dr. Folis recommends we leave everything. So I guess we're going to leave this stuff too for now, and we can come back in later and take that out. But now it's kind of balancing things out. Is that what we're going to do?
Yeah, so all of this interior foliage promotes transpiration in the heat of the summer. When the tree is it's in full sun, the outside leaves shut off transpiration, and these interior leaves promote it. So that's going to inspire these roots to stay active in the heat of the summer. And right now, since we don't have much of a canopy, we need to leave this, as Mark said, to promote root growth and stimulation.
Well, when I talked to Mark, I was like, okay, we know where it's leafed out. I'm ready to cut it back. And I guess that was in July or something. And Mark said, don't touch it till the fall. Don't touch it till the fall. So, you know, we have events here and we want it to look our best. So, but I took Mark's advice and we've waited, but now's the moment. So, and what was the reasoning for you to say, hey, let's wait and let's not cut it right now, even though we could tell where the new growth was coming out?
Well, because August is the most stressful month of the year on the trees. And the way the tree functions, it's like a giant straw. And it's, as Jeff was alluding to, the evaporation, the transpiration out of the leaves. You've got hundreds of straws up here. Now, if you remove those straws, the suction up through the xylem, the water column, they begin to break. The water columns break, and then the tree goes into an irreversible decline.
Why don't we look at some of the tools we're going to use today, and then we can actually see some shots of the tree, and then we can see you pruning, and then we'll do an after. And that way we can show folks what you're capable of doing.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, so this is a spider lift, and tell us a little bit about it. It's an amazing tool. It allows you to reach places that you couldn't reach and do the best pruning cuts that you could, and we're really thrilled that you have it. It's made your job here at the Dixon a lot easier.
Yeah, so this is a CMC 92 HD. It weighs 9,200 pounds, which isn't much more than a common pickup truck with a diesel motor in it these days. It will shrink down to 32 inches in width. It is still about 20 feet long. It will go under 7 foot awning. It will go up 92 feet and out working with a guy and a chainsaw about 40 feet, give or take, if the guy's fat or not. This is one of my apprentices, Vic. He's here to help me today pruning. He's learning. He's starting his trade.
How you doing? I'm Vic. I'm with Arbor MD, and I'm out with the ground specialist.
These are some tools we're going to use. We're not using any motorized tools today. We're using fiberglass tools, pole extensions, pruners, hand pruners, and hand saws. For the work that we have to do, nothing's over 4 inches in diameter. It's just safer to use manual tools. They give better cuts. Motorized tools are really for larger cuts or removals where speed is of the essence. Today, the essence is finesse and making proper cuts in their proper place.